What's going on YouTube? It's your boy John B. Come back to you guys with a brand new haircut tutorial. So today I'm going to be doing a high skin fade on my coworker, my boy JV. So first we're just going to start off with my Barber trimmers going about eyebrow level, a little higher than that. This is my first time cutting his hair, so I was kind of nervous. You already know how it is if you're a barber and you cut other barbers' hair. I had to make sure I tried my best. But his hair is actually kind of easier than I thought. So I'm just making my first guy on my Barber trimmer, going all around his head. So if you notice, he really has like thin Asian hair, so it's not really like too thick and it's not gonna be hard to bald out with. But these trimmers really rip through anything, so I really highly recommend you guys to get it. After this, we're gonna take my Andes shaver and we're just gonna bald everything underneath it, but do not go higher than the last line you made. You don't wanna make it harder on yourself later to blend out that bottom bald line. Next, I'm gonna be using my wall seniors with the lever all the way open, and lever all the way open means when the lever is down. You see that lever on the left side? Yes, all the way extended. Make your first guideline about an inch, maybe a little bit less. And these are my first time using these clippers in a while, so they aren't zero gap. And midway through the haircut, I kind of zero gapped them real quick. So you're gonna see me close the lever now, and we're gonna go little by little. And the higher you go, the higher you open up the clipper. And as you see, I'm using my corners just to help blend it out a little better. And if you guys haven't yet, don't forget to like this video. It helps with the algorithm, so more people can see it, and then more people can hopefully learn something from this. So as you can see, these are my blending steps. And if you can't get that bottom line out, like how I said my clippers weren't zero gapped yet, I took my other Barber trimmer that's zero gap and I just buffed out that bottom line. Then I'm gonna take my number 1.5 and I'm gonna have the clipper all the way open. And I like to take this pretty high just because it's a high skin fade. And yeah, this will be the biggest clip we use, because after this we're going to be using clipper over comb. So one important thing to do also is keeping your sections clean and your guidelines clean. That way you have a even fade and clean fade all around. So I'm just going to use my clipper over comb just to blend the 1.5 all the way up. Next, we're going to blend down. So I take my number 1 guard, which is right under a 1.5. So I'm going to have it open and then start to close it the lower you go. But remember, do not go higher than your last guideline, because you do not want to bring the fade higher than it really needs to be. Just trust the process, and once you go through these steps, you can go play around with the other guards and kind of touch up work. So you'll tend to get the groove of it the longer you keep repeating the steps. Practice makes perfect. So now I'm going with my half guard, and I'm just same routine, opening it up and slowly closing it. Then you're gonna see me pull out my masters just because I wasn't liking the way it was looking, just because my seniors weren't zero gap. And if you know me, I'm a Andes master kind of guy, and I just love that clipper. So if you haven't picked up a Andes master yet, I highly recommend trying the copper wireless one. I know it's expensive. It's like $400, but they do not get allowed like the silver ones or the gold ones or the wired ones. These are the best Andes masters in my opinion. They're really strong. And I have the taper blade that it comes with. It comes with a fade blade too, but I like the taper blade on it just because I feel like the fade blade is just too much. And as you can see here, the fade is coming out pretty nice. And sorry if I sound a little congested, because I am a little sick right now, but slowly getting over it. You see how I'm pretty much touching everything up with my Andes Master, just because I know how they cut. And that's another thing you're going to learn in your barber career, that each guard or each clipper, you're going to learn what you find best suits you. Everyone is different, you know what I mean? So all my coworkers, we all got different favorite clippers, and that's what makes barbering cool. You got your own little style. So moving on to this next side, we're gonna repeat the same steps, and I'm not gonna really use my masters this much this time, just because I said I zero gapped them midway through the haircut my seniors, so now they're cutting how I want them to cut. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this side. I'm not gonna really say what I did because it's just gonna be repeating my same steps. But yeah, man, hope all you guys been good. I'm loving that I'm kind of getting higher subscribers a day, just because I was dead for past couple years, man, not seeing my subscribers go up. But now that I'm grinding, creating shorts, it feels good. And as you can see, this side of his head, his hair does grow forward, so it's a little more challenging when you clip her over comb because it looks a little darker than it's supposed to be. But I'll catch it right before I finish the haircut. Like, you see that darkness right there, right underneath the clips. Yeah, I'm gonna catch it at the end, so don't worry about that. Moving on to his lineup, we're not really doing a harsh lineup. We're just doing his sides because obviously he has a curly top, so he just flips it over his forehead. So I'm just taking the same trimmers that I used in the beginning, and these are zero gap. Like, they're really sharp, and I slowly been starting to use enhancements a little bit, but down here in Hawaii, not a lot of people like it. But I try my best just to keep it as natural as possible. This is another trick right here. If the trimmers won't catch it, just take your shears and that should do the job. Here I'm just gonna put a little enhancements, and as you can see, it will still look natural, just a little bit of darkness, just to keep his lineup looking crispy for a few days. And I know a lot of people like enhancements, some people don't, so, but it's 2022, you know what I mean? So enhancements have become like natural at this point. Like, everybody likes using them and is okay with them. And then next I'm just gonna razor it to finish everything off. I am gonna go back to touch up that little dark line that you see, so don't give me too much slack on that. And yeah, man, here's how I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna clip her over comb, and I use my lever open sometimes just because I don't want to take off too much. It just depends on how I feel. But if you guys have learned a little something from this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to what next week's haircut could be. What do you guys want to see next? I see a lot of people saying low fade, so I'm gonna try to get one of the clients to so I can record one of their hair that I do a low fade on. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next weekend. It's your boy John B, and I'm out.